Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It's been quite a while since my last confession.
Can't you remember, my son?
Well, put it this way, Father. The last time I went to confession, Celtic were at the top of the league.
Oh, my God. That was a very long time, but I suppose you have been busy with affairs of the state. Tell me, my son, have you any sins to confess?
Yes, Father, I have quite a few. I laughed when I heard Martin McGuinness had broken his leg, and I have had evil thoughts about David Trimble. I was jealous of John Hume when he had won the Nobel Peace Prize.
Just cut out the crap, Gerry. Do you have any juicy sins? Any fornication, for example?
No, Father, but I have been indulging with the old five-fingered widow.
You mean self-abuse? Well, I suppose that's not surprising. After all, Sinn Féin means ourselves alone in English.
I'm sorry, Father. I know it's an awful sin against God, who gave us the gift of loving sex.
Well, how often would you do it?
Usually twice a day, sometimes on the desk at Stormont.
Well, you're not the only wanker up there, son. Anyway, your soul is safe. You haven't committed a sin.
How's that, Father?
Well, my son, it's only a sin if you do it more often than your priest. And I can tell you that you have a long way to catch up. There's only one thing I would warn you about, though.
And what's that, Father?
Apparently, it's supposed to give you an awful stutter.
How can I stop myself doing it, Father?
Well, the next time you're in the assembly and you feel the urge coming on, just focus your eyes on Monica McWilliams and start thinking pure thoughts.
Thanks for the tip, Father. I'm sure that'll do the trick all right. By the way, another thing, Father, I recently bought some condoms.
Oh dear, now that is a real sin. And did you use these evil things?
Yes, Father. When you put the acid into them, it takes 10 minutes to eat through the rubber and set off the firebomb.
Oh, thank God. I thought for a minute that you were using them for immoral purposes. But there's one thing that's bothering me. It's about these punishment beatings. Is there anything you want to tell me?
Now, Father, is this going to move the process forward? I can say quite categorically that Sinn Féin have absolutely nothing to do with it.
Well, there have been certain Sinn Féin members have been observed wearing balaclavas and carrying baseball bats.
Well, I can explain that, Father. First of all, many Sinn Féin members have been unjustly convicted in the diplock courts and have served long sentences in long cash, as you know. The Brits deliberately kept the central heating up in the H blocks, and as a result, the prisoners find it difficult to adjust to the cold outside world when they are released. So they have to wear balaclavas. And as for the baseball bats, they were a gift from President Clinton when I'd met him. I told him that as a mark of Sinn Féin's respect for American culture, we wanted to set up a baseball league in West Belfast in tribute to our Holy Father, Pope John Paul. We have named the team the Andytown Red Sox. But unfortunately, because the Brits won't provide funding for a baseball field, Sinn Féin members in their balaclavas and thermal underwear are having to instruct young people in the finer points of the game up the street corners and back alleyways. I mean, it's a terrible situation, Father. I mean, how would you like it if you had to take a baseball bat up your back entry?
Well, that does have a certain appeal about it, I must admit, but I do get your point. And speaking of President Clinton, I hope he didn't try to lead you astray when you met him.
Well, I was a bit worried when he asked me to write to him and asked if I knew his zip code. I wasn't that well acquainted with the American postal system, so I imagined that the zip code was his personal etiquette for the administration of blowjobs.
It's an easy mistake to make, son, and I know it's time for your penance.
Okay, so what's the damage, Father?
Right, that will be 5 Hail Marys, 10 Our Fathers, and 20 Chucky Our Lads. Plus you must go to Lourdes and pray for the afflicted.
Fair enough. I'll take Martin McGuinness and try to cure his brittle bone disease.
And Gerry, how about starting to decommission some weapons then?
Oh, so you do believe in fucking miracles?